Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the StarLadder Hellcase Cup. My name's Dinko, and we're right into the pistol. I'm joined by Aunkere. Well, the action already unfolding here. It's Espada taking on NAVI Junior. We do find ourselves here on Mirage. Technically, actually, the second map in the series after NAVI Junior had to sort of forfeit that first match due to playing another one. But the kills are coming through, and it's Espada that pulled this back into a 3 versus 1. It's all on Gospadarov into the 1 versus 3.
Ooh, clean headshot onto the first man, but there's still 2 more to deal with as he moves on in. And Espada are just playing this super safe, not giving Gospadarov any opportunities here, backing off, buying so much time. And oh, this fight nowhere near as clean as the first one. Gospadarov eventually dealt with. Dima comes away with a 3K, and Espada off to a good start.
Now, coming into this matchup, you have to predict Espada to be the winners. Overall, I think that the better side coming into this, they're a little bit more experienced. Also, being a map up in the series certainly helps Alex in that front. So, if Espada win this, they're going to be already taking the series. There isn't a little indication actually underneath the graphic. It should be having 1 star filled in, but currently there is 1 map already under the belt of Espada. And well, NAVI Junior, this team, from what we've seen, it hasn't changed a whole lot since the last time we've seen this roster. And it's kind of weird because they were changing a lot during that time, but I think the only new player is Bite, right? I think he's one of the only new players. He might be called Bit, I'm not sure, but I think this roster hasn't really changed a whole lot.
Yeah, it seems pretty similar. I think at the start of this NAVI Junior team especially, they seem to be switching around their players and just figuring out what their best 5 was, and it seems like they've just stuck with this now. Gospadarov's been on the AWP a long time for this team. He's on the AWP again here, picking up in this round. Glass Cannon, though. Nothing else other than the AWP brought into this round. Espada, though, only really have Galils on most of their players. This is a very early AWP out for Gospadarov into the 3rd round. But with Espada not having an ideal buy, they might be going for a bit of a faster play here.
Faster indeed. Kapacho trying to hold on. He will not manage anything, in fact. Don't think degster, the last 2 remaining players. Dexter's going to find 1 back in with the Galil. He'll spray away to the sandwich player, but it's Aunkere will find the frag. And that's all on Saltfake trying to get back in here. But looking good with just a P250 in hand, Alex. So 1 versus 3 for it. It just won't be happening here. Or will it? Okay. Oh, God. That's a free kill. He's just thrown that away. 4K from Aunkere in the round. Really impressive stuff. And there goes NAVI Junior picking up their first round.
I always want to say Aunkere in like a French accent for some reason. Yeah. I don't know why, because they are Russian, but
Just
good start for NAVI Junior.
And
yeah, true. It's just got that French flair to it, it sounds like. Hey, that was a nice round from Aunkere, getting all those 4 kills on the A-bomb site. Espada there, I don't mind the decision, right? It's a bit of a bonus round. Just go for the fast play, see if you can catch NAVI Junior out early. But NAVI Junior were ready for it. So out come the AKs for Espada. Mid-control being gathered this time round. And NAVI Junior didn't actually get to save that AWP over. So they don't have a sniper in play for this round, which is a bit of a shame for them.
Well, the smoke up into the window. Bit finding himself in the ladder room instead this time. It's going to be Patsi inside of mid now, just up on the bench. Just checking out what he can find, see what he can see around the area. But nothing presented itself up until this point. Patsi coming in, he does give away his life, and it's going to be Bit taking him down. I did remember, casting a lot of Espada during the Road to Rio. I was going to say qualify, but just the Road to Rio RMR event. And Espada looked pretty good coming into that tournament. So I'm excited to see this team play. NAVI Junior, though, we didn't get to see them in action in the Road to Rio. So this is the first time I've seen them in a long time. And well, so far, so good. It's going to be Dima, FinigaN, and degster into 3 versus 5. It's going to be another kill from FinigaN. He's going to start pulling it back. degster with 1-1. We're back into a 3v3.
Yeah, well traded by Espada. It looked like the round was slipping away from them, but they put it back into an even position. In comes the flash, but degster holds it down and allows the bomb to be planted. Topa looking for this fight onto the bomb site. Dima's making so much noise. They know where he is, but Topa's just playing it safe. He's got time to work with. Gospadarov comes in for the flank, and now Dima's trapped on the bomb site, and they should know where he is. Topa continues to just hold that position, and as Dima looks for the fight, Gospadarov gets a really quick headshot. No chance for Dima in the 1v2. Espada at least get themselves onto the site, at least get themselves into a winnable position, but NAVI Junior end up winning out on the retake.
Yeah, well, 2-2. Evened up, and now NAVI Junior will be very happy with that start, you know, not lying down dead. Espada are an excellent Mirage team, but if NAVI Junior can provide a battle against them early on here, then we've certainly got a good game on our hands, because we know NAVI Junior have a lot of talent. I think you pointed out Gospadarov a little bit earlier on being the AWPer for this team. I think he's probably the clear star for me, from what I've seen from this team. Back in, was it last year? StarLadder Berlin Major. Yeah, the qualifier for that. The CIS qualifier. In the minor. That's when Gospadarov made it to the minor, basically single-handedly carrying that Warthogs roster. So, impressive performance. Then he finds himself here in NAVI Junior, trying to rise up through the CIS ranks. And while kapacho maybe up on top wood, Patsi has an idea of where he is. Oh no, he doesn't hit a single shot. kapacho somehow finds a second there as well, Alex.
Oh, he shouldn't have got away with that, but he somehow survives. Patsi there will be so frustrated. He had that kill lined up, but he just couldn't find the angle. It was a bit of an awkward one. As soon as you miss that first shot with the deg, you have to just kind of panic spam and just hope you land a shot. And then kapacho turns it round onto the second player as well. So even though Espada got one kill back in connector, they go a man behind early. They don't get themselves that gun either. They're still just working with the pistols.
Yeah, that's just very unfortunate. And now Espada is sitting in a situation that's just not looking too winnable for them. They're going to try and make their way back through Palace. You have got Dima and Saltfik up here, and down inside the A-bomb site, it's Gospadarov that leads the way with the FAMAS, and in behind him, kapacho on the AWP. Should be the first kill coming in from the AWP, but it's going to miss. Gospadarov, though, he's ready in reply. He's going to find himself success. A little bit of an unnecessary repeat from kapacho. Well, degster's going to find one as well, and suddenly the D-goals, they delivered 3. Bit the last remaining player, 1 versus 2 in total. He's going to kill the player jumping out of Palace. That's Dima. Now knows exactly where the last remaining player is. It's degster in the connector, but the angle is held. A bit will find it. But God, that was scary in the end there. Those D-goals out of nowhere make it winnable.
Yeah, that shows some of the skill on the Espada side of things. Just landing some shots, getting themselves into that round with only the pistols. That's always a scary one when you're on the CT side and you see yourself lose a bunch of players like that. But Bit saves the day, and Bit has actually statistically been the best player on NAVI Junior in the last 3 months, just barely above Gospadarov. Those two seem to be the top fraggers for the team, so we'll be keeping an eye on those two. But it's Gospadarov in this round who's been taken out early. Not the best start for NAVI Junior this time round. Espada looking for more, but kapacho finds a kill back with the sniper, so it's into a 4v4. Oh,
kapacho catching Patsi, and that's another one of the situations. kapacho, he's being protected by something greater, Alex. 1 HP, he's barely alive. He's still dishing out the damage. 2 kills picked up for the AWPer, and now FinigaN, well, went out of Palace. Smoke disappeared. It's now revealing a couple of positions. But kapacho, instead of falling back and playing passive with the low HP, he's gone on the aggress. He's going to be down in towards ramp. The 1 HP is still to his name. The rest of the T side starting to work their way around. It's Dima in the underpass, trying to make a little bit of space for himself. Start to walk back through and towards middle. Looking up in towards ladder room. It's all patient play now for FinigaN. Waiting for his time to strike. Waiting for his position to become important, where he can strike into this A-bomb site. And we'll Aunkere back in jungle. Now the push starts to come through the T side, putting the pawns in place, but the lack of information elsewhere really suggests it's going to be this A hit. Now they go forward. It's going to be the smoke down in towards jungle. The Molotov for the Underwood, and Aunkere's position. This could be good.
Yeah, he hears the steps around him, so if he gets the timing right, definitely strike at the right moment. Oh, it's kapacho up close, though. The AWP just keeps on going. 1 health left, but he gets 2 more kills, and that's got to be the round over. degster's trapped in under Palace, hoping to fight his way out. He lands the 1 shot, but in comes Bit. The spray through the smoke pays off. kapacho, though, having such a strong start to this game. So many rounds where it feels like he should be dying off. He shouldn't be getting so many frags. but he somehow keeps on getting away with it. And NAVI Junior getting themselves off to a pretty good start here on Mirage. This is definitely what we needed to see from them.
Well, Espada, not a whole lot going for them in terms of their purses here. That's been, well, it's a domination these last couple of rounds, and hasn't really. It definitely doesn't feel like Espada are being outclassed, though, Alex. It feels like they're getting a little bit unlucky at the start of the rounds as well. They're always having to fight back from a deficit and a huge disadvantage. And well, there goes again. I mean, we're not really expecting them to do a whole lot in this one. Aunkere taking down Saltfig early on. Gospadarov holding in from the window. He's got a good position to deal with a couple of players here. There's the first. Can he get the second as well? Degster did swing, but now goes back to where he was once playing. Oh, nice jump spot from Topa as well. Clearing the corner, spotting Dima. Now Dima forced into the open, knowing that he had been spotted, his position compromised. And all he does is walk into the waiting arms of Bit and Topa to take the kill between them. It will peek down in towards middle. Degster reassumed his position, but then fell. And now it's all on FinigaN. A 1 versus 5. He'll walk back in the middle with the deagle. Now trying to get involved, trying to do a little bit of damage at least. The economy is low here, you know, they haven't really got a whole lot of money on that NAVI Junior side. So any damage FinigaN can do here will certainly have huge repercussions moving forward here for NAVI Junior.
Ooh, nice shot onto the first man. Unfortunately, the spam onto Aunkere isn't successful. At least gets the 1 kill though, forces a bit of reinvestment from Bit over on the NAVI Junior side of things. But yeah, Espada, it feels like, have been competing in these rounds, which is the main thing we needed to see. And there's definitely some promising signs for them. Degster's up there at 9 kills. He's normally the standout player, the clear standout for this Espada team. So seeing him show up early on is definitely a positive sign. Dima's up there with a good amount of frags as well. Feels like as long as Espada can just keep in a positive mindset here, they should be able to get some rounds on the board. They're going to drive back on this A site. Patsi this time picks up the entry, and Aunkere has got a whole lot of work to do here. Currently alone, anchoring this A site. He gets that first shot to go his way. Almost a second kill there. Patsi taking damage through the floorboards, and Aunkere is eventually going to be run down, but he gets another kill. Finally, Saltfig finds the trade, but good damage done by Aunkere, and he's allowed the rotate to come on through. Topa not taking a long-range fight with the UMP, decides to back off into cover, but Bit comes in from above, almost gets a double, and Espada have just been slowed down too far at this point. They're not going to get anywhere near the A-bomb site. NAVI Junior keep on going.
Well, this is impressive from NAVI Junior. You know, they're 1 map down, they realize they're going to make this series competitive. They have to win this one. They have to go get these next 2 maps in a row. Espada currently with a map under their belt. If you're just tuning in, NAVI Junior had to fort for the first map due to a scheduling conflict. Unfortunately, one of their games had not finished, and they surpassed the threshold that we allow here at this tournament to get things going on to Y. So, had to concede that first map. And now a lot of hard work having to come through from the team, and so far so good. It's been impressive, and everyone's showing up, Alex. There isn't really a quiet name. I think Topa has just been that B anchor, right? And that's just a very unforgiving position. And well, you can go over to Hellcase. You can use SLTV code 15, so SLTV 15 for 15% refill bonus. You can also open up a case that supports the prize pool. It's the Hellcase Pro Case 8. So if you go head over there, you can open that up, and it supports the dynamic prize pool here. We are currently at $26,538. I think that's like a 1,000 jump up, 1,500 jump up, Alex, since the last time we casted. So, I mean, it's starting to grow. And it started at 10K, 16.5 thousand, and we're on top of now. So, this is looking good.
Yeah, I'm sure it will only keep on continuing to rise as the tournament progresses. Kapacho under Palace, but he's not going to get anything done from that position. Dima runs him down early, and this time, Espada looking much more likely to get onto the A-bomb site. Gospadarov's here to deny them, though. Lands a good shot with the AWP. And Espada don't have many nades left right now. Okay, Gospadarov, that was dangerous. Running back through the flames. He's got to play pretty safe now. He's low on health.
Well, it's going to be Dima and Bit finding kills back and forth, but it's Dima that comes out on top, this time taking down Bit. And that's going to be a man advantage in play for Espada. Big round coming in from Dima already. And our Topa back in spawn, the deagle in his hands. He has been relatively quiet in comparison to his teammates, and while Dima's going to continue to get kills, it's a 4K for him. And that's all on Gospadarov, low HP, stuck back in CT spawn with an AWP on the A retake. This is just not looking doable. This is going to be around in the bind by Espada. Well, single-handedly doing it all was Dima. 4 kills in the round, Alex. Impressive stuff.
Yeah, he got that initial entry, which was really helpful to allow Espada to get out onto the A site in the first place, and then just kept on cleaning up all those kills. Gospadarov, who took the earlier damage from the molly, just has to sit back and save his AWP. So Espada finally getting their 3rd round on the board. Remember, Espada won the pistol and the follow-up round. So that was a 6-round loss streak before Espada could finally win their first gun round. Before they could finally get a gun round win on the board. So we've got to see if Espada can continue to get rounds on the board after that one. But a good start for them, at least getting that gun round win. And they've been very focused on this A site so far. Most of their plays have gone over to A quite quickly. Some rounds Espada have also focused on mid. But they really have not shown much over at the B side of the map so far. And it looks like Espada are going straight back to A again. They are loving this A bomb site.
Yeah, and it's where they found some success. Now kapacho be burnt out of the position instead. Wants to throw a smoke onto the Molotov, but he's going to be spammed through it. Sophic blinded, still finds the kill onto kapacho. And now Aunkere on the stairs is going to be overrun, but he still handles it well. Sophic is going to go down. And we're into a 4 versus 4. Bit's going to come out of the position, back in the jungle. The Molotovs continue to burn forward, keeping him tucked in this corner. Flash goes up into the air. Gospadarov catches out degster. Bit coming in as well. That's going to be FinigaN dropped. And while 2v4, not looking great here for Espada. They may have got onto the bomb site, but holding it, it's going to be a completely different story. Dima was the hero for them in the last shot. He needs to do it again here. His position, it's a one and done realistically. The smoke giving him a little bit more space to work with, but he's going to be toppled. It's going to be Bit and Topa taking the kills. And it's a 7th rank collective for NAVI Junior. Yet again, another successful retake. And I would say mature Counter-Strike coming in from these guys. You know, they're not making any crazy plays. They're trying to go for these individual styles of play that's going to cost them important kills. They're really thinking about this from a fundamental point of view, and it's really paying off for them.
Yeah, NAVI Junior seem pretty aware of the fact that if they sit back and even if their player on the A site goes down or just gets a 1-for-1 trade, that they can play for retake or that they can just sit back and spot the players crossing to the site. And they seem very comfortable doing that. So that's a good sign for NAVI Junior. I think from the Espada side of things, though, it's probably time for a switch up. They've gone for that fast A play pretty frequently throughout this half. It's worked once for them, but for the most part, it seems like NAVI Junior are dealing with it. So Espada decide to slow things down, just looking for some early mid control, which is pretty standard, but Aunkere's flashed in. Great flash from Gospadarov. Another opening kill for NAVI Junior. It is going very well for them right now.
Yeah, this is beautiful Counter-Strike coming in from NAVI Junior. And this team, if I'm not mistaken, Blade had a very important role in selecting these players. And, well, oh, that is a nice angle from degster, just kind of spotting the jump spot. Nearly loses the head here, Topa, but it's going to be Bit who takes down Dima. 2-man advantage in play here for the CT side. It's Bit looking to hold on. Good damage done. degster now very low as he tries to leave the apartments. It's going to be very difficult for him to do so. So he waits his teammate to make a little bit of space, but degster's going to fall. Another kill from Aunkere. FinigaN coming in as well, and Aunkere seals the deal with a triple kill. It's 8-3. NAVI Junior already winning the half here. And this is the map pick of Espada. This is the map they've so frequently played and so frequently look good on. So this is very strange to see. But it's CIS Counter-Strike, Alex, and as you always say, it is always an unpredictable beast. But back to the point. Blade, I believe, had a very important role in like selecting these players for the academy. And he obviously found players like Electronic Impulse. He's got a pretty good track record of finding good players, Alex.
He's got a decent eye for Counter-Strike, you could say. I also like how he's picked up a player called Bit, and then Bit has the 3s at the end. Like, it looks like that's just like Blade's half-brother or something. Those names look very similar. So here we go, B play coming in. Bit is going to be tested here. Nice shot on the first, but not the second kill. Espada getting onto B.
this is so quick from Espada, not wasting any time. Even in the gun rounds, they haven't been slow, they haven't been methodical, it's just been constant action. And once it's 3 versus 2, they fought their way onto the B-bomb site this time. Aunkere, though, coming back in with a kill. He's so unaware of where they are. He's still checking behind him, and the push is going to come through. It's Patsi on the deagle, catching kapacho on a second as well from Patsi. It's a 4th round picked up for Espada. And it works off the B rush, Alex. So, yeah, not exactly the most methodical strategy, not exactly the most thought out, but very effective. When rushing A doesn't work, let's rush B.
Pretty much my matchmaking strats, Dinko.
Pretty much we played one matchmaking because obviously it got delayed. So we played a little matchmaking game before this, and we had this 1 round, Alex, didn't we? So where basically they rushed A long every single time on Dust 2, and we killed them once along. We stopped the round winner, and it's like, okay, let's stack B. And what happens? They rush B. It's such a, I mean, it's sort of very simple when you think about it, right? You just kind of this reward mentality. You kind of rush out in one position, you keep winning, you keep winning, and then realize, okay, we've finally been stopped. Let's try and do the other thing. And even pro teams do it. You can spot those patterns in teams. It's all about getting that read. Obviously, happens less in pro Counter-Strike. To that extent, it's not as black and white, but it certainly does happen to an extent.
Yeah, definitely. What we did on our T side, though, Dinko, is we just rushed both A and B at the same time. Yeah. And then, like, how do you counter that?
And sometimes, we didn't even know what we were doing, and we see the bomb somewhere random. So, you know, keep it unpredictable is what we're saying.
Exactly. That is Dinko and Hawker's terrible Counter-Strike advice for everyone at home.
Yes. I did die like 24 times, but I still went positive, so that's all that matters. And now the push is going to come through into as the B-bomb site. It's going to be Topa ready to spray. Oh no, not the second. Patsi does fall, but his teammate backs him up. He avenges him. And now the push comes through. 30 seconds left. Maybe the push on towards the bomb site. Gospadarov, that was a free kill. But Dima is quicker on the trigger. And well, there it is. A round picked up for Espada. They rush B again. Man, I'd love to be in the comms of Espada right now. Rush B, rush B, rush A, rush B. And I could be the in-game leader for this team.
That one was more of a delayed rush B, I'd call it. You know, they didn't go for it straight away. They left about 30 seconds at the start of the round. They chilled out for a bit, and then they rushed B. So, that again, a little bit different, Dinko. A little bit unpredictable. Slowing it down slightly. And now NAVI Junior have got full USPs in this round. This is always the worst round to try and call as an in-game leader. You just kind of say, maybe stack mid, maybe just try and land some shots. To their credit, they dinked FinigaN at the start of this round, but it's not likely NAVI Junior are doing much here.
This is all about sort of getting as many kills as possible. And well, there's one. And now for Espada, it becomes all about limiting the casualties. Well, yes, winning the round, but you want to make sure you don't lose too many players. And now peeking down in towards short. It's the lineup and the cleanup coming in from Sotfik and FinigaN. It's 6. Well, it was looking pretty dire here for Espada, I have to say, in terms of the rounds at least. It was certainly looking like NAVI Junior were just going to continue winning these close rounds, continue to win the retakes, and continue to rack up success. They do find themselves the 8th rounds, and then they kind of hit a brick wall. Espada had enough. And now they're right back into things in this first half. It's 8-6, moving into the last round of the first half here. We're looking at either 9-6 or 8-7. Both of the scorelines incredibly close. Espada desperately looking for their 7th round. And there isn't a whole lot of utility here for NAVI Junior. They don't have the AWP. And I feel like Gospadarov actually has been really quiet in comparison to what we can expect from him. So it has been mainly the rifles or NAVI Junior finding success. But look at this, Alex. No way they're going to be expecting this, or surely not. But there we go. Sotfik catching out kapacho, completely ready for that. And that's why you always have to sort of realize what you're not watching and just always be aware. Check every corner. Don't leave any stone unturned, you know? Well, it works effectively for them. Man advantage picked up here for Espada.
And there is still a second man pushed up into those B apartments, though. So NAVI Junior have decided to stack this A site. And in come the fights. Dima only good for one. NAVI Junior just push onto the A site, take all those fights together. However, now Espada realized that B is probably the weak point of this CT hold. Gone back to B. degster's been caught at mid, though. That's a problem. Now it's only Sotfik and Patsi left. And Topa will hear these steps. Sitting in the corner. Oh, they're not going to clear this. Topa can line them up. He gets that first kill. Bomb dropped up high, and Patsi's got players all around him. This nade is going to maybe get that kill. Oh, but Gospadarov is so quick on the trigger. 9-6 half for NAVI Junior. And that was one of the quickest halves of Counter-Strike you'll ever see, Dinko.
Oh, it certainly was, and it could be one of the quickest best of 3 series if Espada managed to pull this back in the second half. Currently a map down here. NAVI Junior realised a lot of work has to be done. Espada, they get the default win going their way. Now we move here onto Espada's map pick. NAVI Junior now with the utility. It's going to be Gospadarov, the double flash and a smoke. Smoke and a flash here on kapacho. 3 smokes lined up heading towards A. It's going to be the simple execute on towards the A bomb site. Flash is at the ready as well. Espada currently playing it on retake. They've got 1 player back in towards CT and a 4-man stack in the B bomb site. So NAVI Junior are going to have plenty of time and plenty of space to work with as they move into this A bomb site. That's actually not the simple execute. It's actually a deeper smoke that goes in towards jungle and one that lands top con. So I actually like that. You get a little bit more control. Yeah, the issue now becomes, you know, stairs. But the other thing is a lot of teams do elect to just play passive and play retake on the same bomb side. So it kind of works for them.
NAVI Junior are now pushed into jungle to watch this bomb. They also have kapacho and Palace landing shots. They still aren't focused on his position. Tap on the bomb, and Patsi's got the flank going. So now Espada can try to get on that defuse. Patsi looking for more, looking for shots, but the defuse was happening the entire time. degster wins the round. He even gets the kills at the end there. And it looked like NAVI Junior had good angles to watch that bomb, but as soon as the smoke goes down, it can cause all sorts of chaos.
Yeah, Patsi giving in there with a crucial kill in jungle. Being that flanking play, causing a lot of issues. Creating a stir that allows degster to get that bomb defusal coming through in the smoke. Kind of keeps the tensions off him. They're trying to rapidly spam on in, but it wasn't working for him. And now it's going to be Espada, the pistol pickup. They move into this round with not a whole lot of resistance coming their way. It's a good buy as well here from the CT side. Ramp push comes in, but FinigaN's ready. Domes kapacho, gets rid of it. And now the rest of the team following suit. FinigaN's going to have a great time if they continue to run into a 1-by-1 like that. And going up into Palace, FinigaN with another kill. It's Aunkere, the last remaining player, down inside the middle. Has just left the underpass and is going up into connector, but Sotfik, he's here. And he might just find him. There we go. degster is going to be so pissed off about that. And now it's all on Topa. A 1 versus 4, sprinting over towards B. Still player winning over here, so shouldn't really be too much expected from Topa.
Oh, spots this player on B. Topa trying to clear this van position, but the rotate will start to come on in, and it's not even needed. Patsi's there to hold with the MP9. Back to a 9-8 scoreline. Back to a close game. However, here comes the full buy for NAVI Junior. Gospadarov getting that AWP into his hands. Now he can kind of dictate the pace more on the T side. That might allow Gospadarov to have a bit of a better time here, because I feel like on that first half, he might not have been able to get involved that often with the AWP, with how many fast plays were coming through.
Oh, yeah.
So now on the T side, we'll see if he can step it up, because he's having a decent game, but we know he's capable of more.
Yeah, he's 12-8 right now, right? He had that big round towards the end of the half as well that bolstered those kills a little bit. We know he is certainly a proficient rifler, but on the AWP is when he does his best work. Well, this is an important time for NAVI Junior to show up. If they lose this, money back into the bin. Espada evening the scoreline out, most likely in a position to potentially take that lead. So, degster up at the window. Slower approach. We haven't had one of these, Alex. And I think that sort of shows the magnitude of a round like this.
Yeah, potentially the difference in styles between these teams. degster catching bit out in the open. Oh, nice angle from Aunkere, though. A little gap in between those wooden planks. He gets a wallbang headshot, brings it back to a 4-on-4. Espada have still got quite a few weak weapons in the mix here. Dima's about to peek the B apartments. Makes noise there. Topa would definitely have heard that. And oh, Topa gets baited into the fight. NAVI Junior trying to make it work on B, but that molly's going to slow them down.
That is brilliant. Really well played in that B side. But, you know, the issue is that could have actually fallen apart with Dima's position. He kind of was out of the position a little bit. Patsi only has the MP9. Luckily, he finds the kill, but that's just unfortunate for NAVI Junior. Kind of locked out of the round now. So much invested into this one as well. Gospadarov AWP still in their hands. Kapacho's AK. They got to save this. And 10 seconds, not a whole lot of time now to save. Espada not really in a position where they want to hunt or even close by to hunting. So it's going to be Espada letting this on through. And it's going to be the AWP for Gospadarov and Kapacho. Patsi's going to attempt to run on down, but I don't even think he's going to get around the corner. And there we go. 9-9. We take a look at what NAVI have. It is going to be the AWP in the hands of Gospadarov. Kapacho has an AK-47, and the rest of the team, not a whole lot. So I'm assuming a Deagle, a little bit of Kevlar sprinkled in there. Some Tech 9s, because they become much more useful in this meta. And over here for Espada, they've recovered 2 AKs. They've got an M4, and they'll keep that SMG most likely in the hands of Patsi. He loves to do that.
Chance for Espada to take the lead here after a slower start to the game. That first half, they were falling behind in the early gun rounds. They're onto their CT side, though. They've started out strong, and degster gets the AWP into his hands as well. As for NAVI Junior, the rest of the team not buying all that much right now. They've got the Deegs out, but they might not invest all their money here. They've got a big loss bonus, but Gospadarov and Kapacho's money is going to be in trouble whatever happens. We'll wait and see if they can win this round first, though, because if NAVI Junior come out with the round win, none of those money issues will come into play. So the AWP and the AK have themselves a chance, but they've taken early nade damage at top mid. Kapacho down to half health with that AK right at the start of this round. Meanwhile, Gospadarov is looking for an angle over this smoke. I'm not sure he's going to find it, though. Good attempt on the boost, but Gospadarov will just scope in on CT. Wait to see if anyone peeks him, but FinigaN doesn't look like he's going to budge.
Well, Gospadarov just holding in position. Then again, not giving anything up until gets information there may be a push coming through, but at that point, Kapacho's already pretty close by. Gospadarov back in the ramp still. I think FinigaN's life is certainly limited here. All comes down to timing. Whether or not he overextends at the wrong time. Push coming in. It's going to be out in towards this A-bomb site. This is the most patient AWPing from Gospadarov, just waiting in position, ready for his team to execute on towards the site. And well, it's Solvik. FinigaN finally gives away his position, but it's not working out here. He's not falling. The patience not paying off, and an anti-climatic round here from the T side. Gospadarov nearly takes down FinigaN, but it's Topa that finds the kill. 2 will come back in for the T side, but it's still a 3 versus 2. They've got to get that bomb planted with a few seconds left. They will, but overrun. Degster with a double, and that's going to be the round picked up for Espada. 10-9. But really, NAVI are going to be pretty happy with getting that bomb plant. That was a situation that they weren't looking too likely to get a bomb plant out of.
Yeah, just getting that bomb down gives enough money for those 2 players I was talking about earlier, Gospadarov and Kapacho. The extra $800 allows them to get a buy together. Gospadarov even gets an AWP dropped into his hands because of the extra cash they had. So, all in all, not bad for NAVI Junior. They'll be okay with that. Now they can get the full buy together. But it is Espada who hit double digits first. They get themselves into a 10-9 lead, and degster lands the first shot, lands a second. Where are the nades from NAVI Junior? The flash is not successful. The smoke finally comes through, but degster's already made such a big difference in this round.
Oh, Kapacho looking to try and pick up the scraps. Oh, he's got an opportunity. That's going to be Salt Fake. Blissfully unaware of the pallet's position and now loses his head because of it. FinigaN is going to try and patch up a hole as he heads in towards Underwood. Not out of this round just yet here, NAVI Junior. Certainly we're given a rough hand at the start of the round, thanks to degster, but the round is certainly still recoverable. We've seen NAVI Junior pull off these kind of situations before. It's going to be Topa walking his way slowly through the connector, clearing these close positions. Dima in towards ladder room, but look at this push. FinigaN is all the way through in towards T-spawn. degster further back as well. 35 seconds. Dima starting to move into the left side. Bomb is getting planted at the moment as well. Dima's going to start to spam on through, trying to catch players on the cross, but FinigaN, he walks back through in towards the ramp area. Around the corner, kapacho will stand. FinigaN looking to walk forward. It's going to be the spray. The kill comes in. Dima with one as well. It's Topa picked off. And now it's Aunkere, the last remaining player. A 1 versus 4 with the AK-47 as the time begins to tick away. He'll be looking for success here. It's not looking too likely. He'll catch out degster, the man that started the round for Espada. Aunkere with a second as well. He'll walk forward. Bomb being defused. Huge kill. Aunkere pulls it off. 4 kills, 1 HP. And NAVI Junior have a 10th round.
Wow, Aunkere steps up when his team need him the most in a 1v4. He somehow gets away with it. He gets it into a couple of early 1v1 fights. And then he's able to swing onto the bomb. He's able to stop the defuse and then transfer it onto that last man as well. So well played by Aunkere there, bailing his team out of that situation. But there's still more work to be done for NAVI Junior. They don't have a perfect buy in this round because it was only Aunkere surviving. They're stuck with a couple of Galils. There's a MAC-10 in the mix as well. And Espada still have a full buy. So NAVI Junior will be delighted with that round win, but they can't let it get to their heads. They need this one as well.
All about taking a deep breath. The round is not looking great for them in terms of what they've been able to bring into the game, but it's going to be Dima with a double looking for another. It's FinigaN who will take away Topa. Well, yes, success in the last round, but it's short-lived. Aunkere has to do it again, this time a 1 versus 5, bomb not planted, and he will be put to the grave. It's going to be 11-10. That's a nice reply from Espada. It was always looking good for them when their economy was just slightly better than NAVI Juniors, and now they can stretch the legs again, knowing that this next round is likely just to be a pistol buy from NAVI Junior. They could afford a couple of AKs, so they can go for that hero style. The Deagles around the rest. Well, it's going to be 11-10. Espada, they look for a 12th round. This is their best opportunity to get that. And with NAVI Junior, well, they've got to show us what they're made of coming into this round. An AK on 1. It's Aunkere, the man that's done so tall for them a little bit earlier on. And these Deagles now as well.
Yeah, winning that round and having the hype and the emotions build up and then quickly just losing the next one has got to be a real gut punch for them. It's got to be hard to deal with. Going from such a high to such a low. Topa gets 1 kill over on the B side of the map, though, and that's forced some rotations here. Espada were a little bit nervous that the B site could be under threat, but now they've realized there's no one else following up. The A site still looks pretty vulnerable here, though. NAVI Junior moving in, and the trades are good for them, but just as I say that, Espada get a couple more kills back, and it's only Aunkere remaining. Another clutch on his hands.
Well, this one is certainly winnable. Aunkere is going to peek out to the right side. FinigaN down there. There's the first kill. FinigaN in the connector, but this is going to be difficult. Oh, God, no. So close. FinigaN moving now. A little bit scared. Aunkere has the right read. He knows there's a possibility. The short player watching, so he goes for the jump across. Aunkere is just so aware. I'm really impressed with this player. Keep an eye out for him.
Flusher flashbacks with that wallbang.
That's nuts. He's got the right reads here. He's got a lot of game sense.
Yeah, that's exactly what you want from a player who seems to be more at the back of the pack, right? It seems to be his skill set to be able to outposition and outread some of these opponents, to have a good understanding of where his opponents could be positioned. So it makes sense for him to be at the back of the pack, trying to win clutches for his team, and he's already done it once. He's come close there. Now we've got the rifles out in full force for NAVI Junior. Aunkere can still get the AK because their money was so good. And another fast play for NAVI Junior. Out through Palace early in this round. FinigaN's waiting in a good position, though. The spray eventually connects, but he's only able to get 1 kill. Espada win the early trades, though, and NAVI Junior hesitate now. They're not fully committing to A yet.
Saltfic trying to get himself in a position. Bit is on towards the bomb site, going for the tap. It's going to be Saltfic with one. Patsi able to come back in as well, and there's the cleanup. Espada really are feeling much more comfortable now on this CT side. But take a look at what Navi can get again. It isn't going to be a good buy. It's going to have a lot of weaknesses. They might as well just go with the pistols again, but then they're down 14-10. Espada with a map under their belt already. 2 away from victory if they win this next round. And that's looking likely. We have got the best device here for NAVI Junior. They've gone for the Galil, they've gone for the Mac 10. I don't really know if I'm the biggest fan of this purchase, but we'll see if it works. We do see a lot of weird buys in Counter-Strike nowadays, don't we?
Yeah. This one not working too well at the start of it, though. I like that we get some weirder buys in the mix sometimes. Gives you a chance for some new stuff to come through, maybe. Doesn't look too good in this round, though. NAVI Junior have made it out through Palace, actually. I don't know if Espada are fully aware of that fact. FinigaN is still looking for the Palace players, and there is one man waiting. Smoke goes down. FinigaN looking for a further fight. Still can't land these shots, but NAVI Junior now are starting to get picked apart. FinigaN gets the blind kill through the wall, and Gospadarov will be falling at the end here. NAVI Junior, so far on this T side, have only won a single round, and that was the 1v4 that Aunkere won. So they really have found no significant or no consistent way to find success. And that's going to need to change because they're 14-10 behind now.
Yeah, and it's got to change right now. They lose this one, they've got to be flawless just to get it to overtime. And like you said, only winning one round, and it was off the back of a huge individual play that isn't exactly sustainable or even replicable. So this is definitely starting to look pretty scary, and I think it's looked that way for quite some time now for the NAVI Junior side. Degster is going to get aggressive. Nice display of movement ability. Looks away from the flashbang, now goes back in the middle again, but a deeper Molotov from Espada into the apartments. That's going to hold Topa back. And you can see NAVI Junior kind of just held back, suffocated at the moment. Trying to use up a little bit of that Espada utility. Oh, gets the opening. That Saltfic spotted. The second opportunity was there, but Dima diving from the window, just showing how much confidence this side have right now. Dexter's going to get aggressive in towards Catwalk, catches off Aunkere. Looking for that second play. Doesn't know if he's in mid or falling back, so he's going to go back into short. The ladder room at this point. Leave Patsi as the Aunkere on the B-bomb site. Spots one. Knows the second is up there, but Degster, he's smoked off. The push coming through short. They know where the last two remaining players are, but it's only Degster now. Into the 1 versus 2. Walking forward with the deagle around the corner. Gospadarov patiently waits and will find himself an 11th round for NAVI Junior.
Finally getting another round on the board. Fights going down all over the place there, but NAVI Junior end up getting all the kills they need, not even needing to get the bomb down. With Gospadarov finding that final frag at the end there. He's continued to be a little bit quiet here on this T side, but at the same time, NAVI Junior's money has oftentimes been inconsistent. He's not always had that AWP in his hands. Now he's got the sniper to work with, but Aunkere caught at mid early. NAVI Junior now only have these 4 players on the A side of the map, so they're setting up this A play again, and Degster's here to deny them. 2 nice shots from Degster. His AWP has been on point on this CT half, and now NAVI Junior are not looking great here.
Well, it catches out Saltfic. Degster able to come back in and shuts down Topa with FinigaN on a kill to Bit's side. And well, it's going to be kapacho that hits the deck. And that is, again, another answer from Espada. They've just been so good. When NAVI Junior find a round win, they answer back immediately. They seem unfazed by the loss. And well, now they're just 1 away from victory in the series, Alex. 1 away from the 2-0. NAVI Junior. Wow. This is looking good. For the Espada side, NAVI Junior started things off looking strong within that first half, but completely fall flat on the T side. And it is unfortunate that we won't be able to see too much more of them if they lose this next round. And well, they're going to have to go forward in towards the B-bomb side. They're trying with force this time. Multiple players coming in. Dima has arrived. Look at the rotation. Everyone at the ready here from Espada, bar 1. And now the push comes through around the corner. It's Dima with 1 kill. Topa picked off out of there now at this point. And now Patsi, far back, open his hands this time. Repositions the scope at the wrong time, but luckily the kills continue to come in from his teammates. And well, it's over. Job done. It's going to be Espada taking the series 2-0. Yes, a default win, unfortunately, to start things off, but they will take the map that matters, and that's Mirage.
Probably their easiest series win. They take it, they take the series, and we will probably be taking a break here.
We are indeed taking a break, Alex, and you will enjoy the adverts. Great music. We'll see you then.